All right, it says I'm live. Okay. Um, hold up. Do any of these scenes have my old chat box? None of them have chat box. Where is chat box? I am waiting for chat box. Chat box, where art thou? Chat box. I guess I don't need chat box. I have YouTube over here. Y'all can't see anything. No, you can, but like, not not a bad thing. Not anything bad. Nothing is revealed. Here we go. Today, we are reacting to How Far Is Too Far, The Age of AI. It's a YouTube original, and it is featuring Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. Let's get into it.
And speaking of taking a look back, technology.
It's a little
it's
loud.
advancing faster and taking less time to be widely adopted than ever before. Like, as in it took roughly 10,000 years to go from writing to printing press, but only about 500 more to get to email. Now it seems we're at the dawn of a new age. The age of AI. Artificial intelligence. Please define.
AI is a branch of computer science dealing with the simulation of intelligent behavior in computers.
Yeah, okay, there you have it. What does it mean? I don't know. Tons of folks are working on it, right? Most people don't know that much about it, and of course, there's no shortage of data or opinions. Anyway, I've heard it said that the best way to learn about a subject is to teach it. But to level with you, I have a wildly incomplete education. Not in my day job, where I've been AI adjacent for over a decade. Anyway, I figured now would be as good a time as any to catch up on the state of things regarding this emerging phenomenon. My sense of it is it kind of feels like Pandora's box, maybe?
No matter what you say, I'm still going to be scared of AI and the things that it's going to accomplish. Regardless, you're still going to try and replace human beings, which replaces their jobs. They're not going to get paid for their voices anymore, and that shit is already going to be running people out of jobs. On top of artists, like physical artists, media artists, it affects everyone's workplaces. Not cool, dudes. What were you gonna say? My microphone. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah.
Ish. Much of my understanding on this topic has come from sci-fi stories, which usually depict us heading towards Shangri-La
Iron Man.
or dystopia. Like most things,
Iron Man.
I suspect the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Now, along the way, we'll
Anne says in the background, why are we listening to a crackhead again? Fuck.
demystify some common misconceptions about things we thought we understood, but probably
Because
don't.
YouTube hired him.
Terms such as
Hey,
machine
Will
learning,
Smith.
algorithms,
You know what he did?
Because YouTube hired Will Smith too. And you know what he did?
computer vision, and big data.
And this was posted 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Before we know what AI can do now.
They will be conveniently unpacked to help us feel like we know what we're doing. Kinda. By the way, Pandora's box. What in the box? It was a clay jar. How about that? Demystified.
AI is teaching the machine, and the machine becoming smart.
Each time
Is that
we
a
create
good
more
thing, though?
powerful technology, we create a bigger lever for changing the world.
It's an extraordinary time, one of unprecedented change and possibility.
I don't really like the scene of this guy just putting on a face on a robot. It's kind of a little creepy, guys, not gonna lie.
To help us understand what's happening, this series will look at innovators pushing the boundaries of AI and how their groundbreaking work is profoundly impacting our lives and the world around us. In this episode, we'll meet two different visionaries exploring identity, creativity, and collaboration between humans and machines.
Intelligence used to be the province of only humans, but it no longer is. We don't program the machines, they learn by themselves.
That's good. Right. My background's always been a mixture of art and science. I ended up doing a PhD in bioengineering. Then I ended up in the film industry, working on King Kong to Avatar, simulating faces. I'd got to a point in my career where I'd been, lucky enough to win a couple of Academy Awards. So I thought, okay, what happens if we actually tried to bring those characters to life that actually you could interact with? Baby, ooh. What can you see? So Baby X is a lifelike simulation of a toddler. Hey, are you...
Is that available to the public? Hold up. Nah, no way. Okay, it's just a website. Alright, but still, that's creepy. That's creepy, dude. You don't gotta make AI babies.
excited
Why? Why are you making AI babies? Really? What the fuck are you making them for?
to be here? She's actually seeing me through the web camera. She's listening through the microphone. Ooh, yeah. Baby X is about exploring
This
the
would be
nature.
a lot different if it was open to the public. But the fact that this company keeps an AI toddler locked behind its own bars is still kind of...
How would we build a digital consciousness if it's possible? We don't know if it's possible, but we're chipping away at that problem. Hey, baby, hey.
Problem is an understatement for what Mark's chipping away at.
See, if I went up to my sister and I went, "Hey, Freya, hey," she'd be like... Or like my 2-year-old brother, more of a better comparison to that. "Hey, Odin." You go... You start like flailing his arms, running around and shit. Like, it's not just gonna stare at you like...
His vision of the future is one where human and machine cooperate, and the best way to achieve that, he thinks, is to make AI as lifelike as possible.
Peekaboo.
Which is why he began where most life begins.
Again, I don't think a baby who's playing peekaboo looks like... Ah! It's like... Exactly, who the fuck makes an AI toddler?
Maybe someone lost a toddler to like an accident or something. But
Yeah.
even then, it's like, why would you cope with it that way? That's not an effective way to cope with loss.
Exactly, it's completely different if you make a toddler AI because you lost a toddler.
And it's still not an effective way to make
That-
yourself feel better. It's still a horrible idea.
Has no one seen Astro Boy? This is literally Astro
We've
Boy.
been talking about this since the 70s.
We've been talking about this since manga. What the fuck? Like, for real.
A baby, modeled after his own daughter.
Oh!
I don't like its face.
The next sentence.
And where most life begins.
A baby,
A baby.
modeled after his own daughter. It's Astro Girl.
Guy has problems.
This guy has problems just like Professor What's His Fuck. Dude, this is fucking Astro Boy. Welcome, Robert. We've discovered YouTube is recreating Astro Boy. Scientists.
4 years ago.
4 years ago. YouTube. I don't know what they're doing, but Astro Boy. Scientist loses his son, recreates the robot because his son died and made a robot for him, and boom, it's another kid. What the fuck did YouTube do? AI toddler. Look at the fucking face on that thing and tell me that that's not creepy as hell.
Look at this thing and tell me there's a god.
Tell me there's a god and look at this thing.
Which is why he began where most life begins.
A baby.
A baby.
Modeled after his own fucking daughter.
Modeled after his own daughter.
So if we start revealing her layers, she's driven by virtual muscles, and the virtual muscles in turn are driven.
Why do you need virtual muscles to control an animated baby
With the virtual brain, which is for all
with the virtual brain of a
Just-
toddler?
Which is pointless because the computer is its brain, so the brain is literally just like a theoretical brain for your fucking like roleplay brain.
You're good, bud. Happy to have you.
By a virtual brain. Now these are radically simplified models from the real thing.
So you took samples of a baby brain, made them into AI, because you were interested to see how an AI toddler would talk back to you.
Nevertheless, their model
Talking about taking samples of a baby brain, Sam.
That he literally just said radically simplified
radically
models
simplified models from the real thing.
from the real thing. He's using models based off of baby
But what you
brains.
just made it sound like this guy steals baby brains.
Not what I meant. He doesn't steal baby brains.
Nevertheless, their model
Models off of baby brains. He's making an AI program to use muscles like a baby.
that we can explore how they work.
Like, I get why that's important. Like, I've lost a...
Because we have a real template that exists.
I have to pause it in order for it to be an actual thing that I don't get copyright for, too, though.
Human brain. So these are all
Still image of this baby's brain 3 times.
driven by neural networks.
A neural network is a
Talk over him. He looks like a total manlet.
virtual, much simpler version of the human brain.
I'm also doing it so that it hears us over that. Dude said if I had $10, I would donate it to you. Man, I really appreciate that. Not gonna lie. Just anything. Just the fact that you're wanting to do that. Absolutely appreciated, homie. Props to you.
The brain is the most complex system in our body. It's got 85 billion neurons, each of which fire nonstop, receiving, processing, and sending information. Baby X's brain is nowhere near as complex, but that's the goal. Instead of neurons, it's got nodes. The more the nodes are exposed to, the more they learn.
What we've learned is it's very hard to build a digital brain, but where we want to go with it is we're trying to build a human-like AI which has a flexible intelligence.
So you're trying to raise a robot child to see where it's gonna go. You just want to raise a robot kid. You want to raise an AI baby to see how its brain develops. I'm gonna tell you how it develops. If you have it anywhere near the actual internet that it's developed off of, you're gonna be fucked in about 5, maybe 6 days when it develops 5, maybe 6 years worth of information, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're fucked. It knows the way the universe ends.
Intelligence that can relate to people.
I think the best kind of systems are when humans and AI work together. One of the biggest misconceptions of AI is that there is a super intelligent being, or what we call generalized AI, that knows all, can do all, smart.
We don't know if that's true. This is How Far Is Too Far, The Age of AI, made by YouTube. It's a YouTube original film about 4 years ago trying to explain that AI isn't going to be a big scary thing, but 4 years ago we didn't know that it was going to copy everything. We didn't know that we could make Quebblecop AI and YouTube channels dedicated to just purely AI generated content to generate revenue for people who should be working jobs or some other thing. And I'm like, I'm just reacting to it. I thought it was pretty funny. I'm only 5 minutes into
Smarter
this,
than all of us put together. That is a
but I got to stop it in order to make commentary. Otherwise, it's not an original thing. And if I don't comment on it, then they can flag me for not original content. But if I go ahead and do this, then they can't do a damn thing.
total misconception. AI is built on us.
AI is not built on us. It can build around us. Have you not seen what Snapchat's AI can do? You can ask it a legal question and it'll tell you if you need a lawyer.
AI is mimicking our thought processes. AI is basically an emulation of us.
AI is an emulation of us. Well, you know how hateful humans are?
Remember what happened to Tay AI?
Hey, AI! Oh, my
Give it
God.
one day, it became a Nazi.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. I'm like, give it 5 days, and it'll absorb 5 years of Reddit info. We'll all be
No,
fucked in a
honestly.
matter of 5 months.
So honestly, at this point, just give it 10 minutes.
Give it 10 minutes, we're all fucked.
Ultron.
Robert Boy 27, you're my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, bud. I love you.
I love
Like visionaries before him, Mark's a dreamer. The current state of his moonshot, however, is a little more earthbound.
that girl.
Thank you for granting access to your microphone.
Back and forth.
Ugh.
And don't even think about it. What the fuck?
That's Autodesk AI.
Good to hear you.
Autodesk is
Today, most
I'm not gonna
avatars are
lie,
basically
they killed
glorified
one of my
customer
favorite
service reps.
programs of theirs just to quote unquote focus on 3D modeling, and then they go and do this shit.
And you tell me why they're basing it off of glorified 3D customer service reps. Are they just gonna be targeting fucking fast food employees?
Believe it or not, there's like a fucking video of a Russian train station employee being replaced by a fucking video imprinter.
Like,
This
imagine,
is actually in our
like,
future. We are all going to be
if
living in
this
office.
video was actually convincing anyone, 5 years from now, we would all be replaced by AI just saying, "Hello, where are you going today? What would you like to eat for lunch?" And it's spewing in, yeah, it's 4 years old. It doesn't have active info, but the fact that if 4 years ago people started believing this shit and letting it all happen, we would probably have the robots telling us all everything else.
Bro, the fact that the robot is wearing makeup is fucking wild.
We're twinning with the profile pics.
Rest assured, your health is my primary concern.
If you're a robot doctor, you don't know what your health primary concern,
Why
what the
does
fuck
robot
bullshit.
have pores?
Why does the robot have pores is a very good question. If you cannot puss, why the fuck do you have pores?
Why does the robot need to look human? Why is that?
Yeah, why does it need to look human? If you want people to know it's an AI robot to help you with your doctor's appointment, make it look like a
This is
Mr.
actually
Clean
a really good
Transformer.
point, though, because like we've been talking about labeling AI edited images on Instagram and things that are filtered on Instagram. What happens when it's just a straight up non-existent person?
Or like-
right?
or like-
this isn't ethical.
Or like Twitter with its community notes or whatever that people can just add as like extra info in case people leave it out in a stupid
Yeah.
tweet or whatever. It's like they're leaving all this shit out. Just make it a robot. Make it look like Transformer Mr. Clean. People go to the doctor and be like, "Hello, doctor, I have problems." They come and
Mr.
test
Clean's
you.
gonna test your prostate.
Thing is, robots wouldn't test you. People would still have to test you until that shit gets perfected.
Getting fucking
And
turbo
even then,
Mr. Clean.
it's just the robot telling you what's going on in the end.
Hello, you have prostate
My day's going
cancer.
good. How is your day going? I'm doing pretty good. I have COVID. I've had COVID for about
have
4
COVID.
days. We have COVID. It sucks, but we're watching
They can
something.
answer simple questions and give
That
scripted
thing is
responses.
terrifying. That one's worse.
They're all scary.
I hate that one
Ah!
most. I hate that one most.
Would you really want this lady in your HR representative office?
What did they label this one? Medium, ugly, white, female assistant.
I'm keen to keep
It's just labeled trainee.
Okay, then, Okay, never mind. Very ugly.
Beats dealing with automated phone lines for sure, but it's a far cry from Mark's ultimate vision.
Hey, baby. Oh, my lord.
To create avatars that can actually...
I'm still upset about the children.
I'm still upset about the AI child that does not need to exist. Hell no.
The AI child does not need to exist. That is a great point.
I just look over in my chat. Hell no.
Hell no.
Spider. So I'm starting to get a spider forming.
You are using AI to visualize how babies might... Yeah, I have COVID. But I'm taking medicine. I'm doing okay. I've got it like a couple times before. I have vaccines, whatever.
How much time do you think he spends with his real kids?
Yeah, how much time do you think he spends with his real kids? But if you look at like the memory chips or whatever's up in here, that's like supposed to be emulating what it's like for a baby to form a memory. But it's like it's just fading in, like, over time, like one of those picture puzzles from a fucking guessing game where it's like, guess what picture it is, and it fades in with different pixels of the picture until it finally makes up the whole thing. Like, what is this? No!
Starting to associate the word with the image.
Started to associate the word with the
Spider.
image.
Spider.
Listen, AI talking child. Tell me this is not creepy.
Spider. Spider. Good. Okay.
No one, everybody is typing. That's fucked. This is gonna be uploaded automatically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be uploaded automatically.
What's this? No. This is a duck.
I hated that. It made me upset.
Baby X uses a type of AI called object recognition.
I want to punch
You gotta go, sorry. No, it's all good, Robert. Happy to see you turning in. If you want to hop into the Discord server at all, happy to see you, and then we'll see you later. I'm gonna actually add link through image. Oh no, not the right image. It's in my downloads. Here we go. I got my YouTube generated here. Not my YouTube, my this is my donate link and my Discord link. At any point in time, if you want to screenshot that or copy it down or whatever, you can join the Discord and we'll see you later. But I'm going to continue the video for the upload.
Basically, it's how a computer sees.
I'm off work until Wednesday. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning to get my thyroid levels tested. But other than that, I will get live tomorrow to see you because it's happy seeing you. It's been a minute.
How it identifies an object like a spider or tells the difference between a spider and a duck. It's something that you and I do naturally.
Yeah, it looks at the shape, it looks at the eyes, yeah.
Imagine the fucking toddler has this British accent. Yeah, no.
What about?
But machines like Baby X need to learn from scratch by basically sifting through enormous piles of data to search for patterns.
This is
So
hell,
that
that's what it
eventually
is.
It can drive a car or pick out a criminal in
Don't let the baby drive a car!
a crowded photograph. Or tell the difference between me and
Robert Downey Jr., I don't mind a nut guy.
But now I'm going to tell her that spiders are scary. Look out! Wah, scary spider. Rah.
Dude is angrily making noises at the baby AI with the word spider, going spider, ah. Yeah, no shit, it's gonna be scared. How about you let it adapt to itself? Maybe it wants a pet in the future. You have a good night too, man. Happy seeing you.
Hey, don't cry. It's okay. Hey, it's okay.
And then you want to go and comfort it afterwards. If you don't want it to be scared of the spider, don't make it scared of the spider.
Responding emotionally to me as well. So we've gone all the way down to virtual neurotransmitter.
All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go pee. I'll be right back. Stay here. Yo, my bad. I just got back from peeing. We're getting back into it here. We are reviewing How Far Is Too Far? The Age of AI. It's a YouTube original featuring Robert Downey Jr. talking about AI from 4 years ago, and I have not ever seen this or anything to do about this. Creepy baby AI, to describe it the most.
Hormones and so forth. So Baby X has a stress system.
You gave a robot baby a stress system. Why are you trying to make it scared of you? It's gonna fucking build an army against you in its free time. It's gonna build a robot base somewhere. You're not gonna know anything about it because it's gonna get this prepubescent like teenage angst against you, and all of a sudden it's gonna be like, yeah, Dad, I started a fucking base. I'm not gonna tell you where it is.
Right.
Glass. Can you hold your glass? Look. Tell me when.
When? It's like my personal wine box.
Yeah.
So we'll see basically some noradrenaline was released then, and she's gone into a much more vigilant state of mind.
What Mark is working on is known as affective computing.
I can't get past the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is narrating all this, and it's just Iron Man speaking about a baby AI and how it's getting scared.
AI that interprets and simulates human emotion.
I believe that machines are going to interact with humans just the way we interact with one another.
And who are you?
Through perception.
Bro.
And who is this?
I think it's Grimes. Just kidding.
She's fuck.
Conversation. So as AI continues to become mainstream, it needs to really understand humans. And so we want to build...
AI does not need to understand humans. The second it understands humans, we're all fucked.
Why is AI understanding human helpful? Question mark.
Do it really be the best point of view?
Emotion AI that enables machines to have empathy.
Hello, Peppa.
Hello.
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 Oh, dear.
We could do this forever.
Oh, no, we could.
They've showed, for example, older adults who have AI agents that are in nursing homes. They are happier with a robot that emotes and is social than having no one there. That's really the enhancement of human relationships.
Hey. Hello. You know, human cooperation is the most powerful force in human history, right? Human cooperation with intelligent machines will define the next era of history. using a machine which is connected with the rest of the world through the internet that can work as a creative, collaborative partner, that's unbelievable.
Unbelievably
Well, of course it's fucking
horrifying. Why are all of the AI blonde hair and blue eyed? Someone tell me that Robert Downey Jr. did not make the connection to Hydra.
Oh shit!
The Hydra Nazis from fucking Avengers, dude.
Yeah.
Like how?
We're gonna go from just the first 2 verses, and the first 2 verses will take us to 3 minutes, okay? I love music. The whole concept of
I mean, honestly, if they were thinking about
That
that,
is actually what they were. Fucking Red Skull, the original leader
Like,
of Hydra,
yes.
was an allegory for Hitler.
no, I know that they're Nazis because they outwardly say it in Captain America: Civil War, which I rewatched really recently. They say that they were Nazis, but the thing that I'm connecting is that if Robert Downey Jr. tried saying something about this, would YouTube really do something to stop it, or would they just continue with their project?
I'm not gonna lie, they'd probably do fucking nothing.
They would do fucking nothing.
music is collaboration. So if there's some people that see me as a musician, that's awesome.
will.i.am, do people see you as a musician?
Is Will
Fucking
I Am
of course.
seriously in this shit?
Okay. Gaining mercy.
Oh no, that's a Jack Link's.
That's a
even worse.
Jack Link's shirt.
I first became interested in AI because AI.
Like, I like will.i.am, I like the Black Eyed
Britney,
Peas,
bitch.
you know. It's Britney, bitch.
We
Yeah.
all like bass in this house.
We all like bass in this house. In this house of bass. This bass house. Bass nectar.
Is a very fruitful place to create in. It's a new tool for us. I dream and make my dreams reality, whether the dream is a song or the dream is an avatar of myself. One time a friend was like,
Yeah, I had a dream once. I wanted to make video games. But then I realized I had to work a 40-hour-a-week job. I don't have the time to make video games. Not until I get views that get me money. Dreams are hard to obtain. Unless you're someone special. I'm a little special. A little touched in the head. That's alright. Good night, girl. I'll see you tomorrow.
It's like, well, you can't clone yourself. You can't be in 2 places at once. That's the promise of the avatar. I left it over there. All right, here we go.
So you're about to enter the Matrix. I'm gonna sort of direct you through just a bunch of poses.
The team from Soul Machines is here to create a digital avatar of myself. They had to put me.
Basically, it's how a computer sees. How it
Sorry. Not that one.
Is that low tier god?
identifies an object like a spider or tells the difference between a spider.
Nah, low tier god is that Fortnite skin we looked at earlier, which was literally War Machine without his helmet with the blue fire like skin, and it's just like, you should kill yourself now.
I really want that shit, and then I'm gonna like get fucking ain't no lie, baby, bye bye bye.
Thing is if I max out my battle pass, I can gift the battle pass. No, I can't. You cannot gift battle pass anymore. You have to ask your mom for money for the battle. Ask your mom for money for the battle pass. How long is that? I have no idea when the season ends. Let me check. When does this Fortnite season end?
I love that.
November 2nd. You got a month.
Got another month.
Bye.
Absolute
But you're looking for a game or two.
Duck. It's something that you and I do naturally.
That's viewers. I had 3 earlier. It's 30 minutes into the 7 minutes of the 34 minutes of this video.
But machines like Baby X need to learn from scratch by basically sifting through enormous piles of data to search for patterns,
I remember this
so that eventually it can drive a car.
neural networking, right? Where machine learning was the thing, right? We were learning how to make a camera recognize objects, which was interesting. And
Like
non-threatening.
self-focus?
Yes, like even like Tesla self-drive. This was the era that idea was coming to fruition, and it wasn't yet at this capitalist dystopian level where we were trying to maximize it without safety. Which is how everything goes. Everything happens first, and then safety follows. Safety rules are written in blood. People have to die.
Is this not the reason that we use test dummies in cars?
Yes.
What the fuck, people?
The reason we started worrying about that is because people died. You think cars originally were tested? No, a bunch of motherfuckers died, and then that happened.
Or pick out a criminal in a crowded photograph. Or tell the difference between me and
And there
that
are
guy.
still people who won't wear a
But now we
goddamn
can tell that
seatbelt.
spiders are scary. Look out! Wah, scary spider. Rah. Hey, don't cry. It's okay. Hey.
If you want the AI to be scared of the spider, you said, "Raw spider, scary." Why the fuck are you saying, "Don't cry, it's okay"? Don't teach it that it needs reassurance. Teach it to not be scared of the spider that is an inch tall. Fucking squash it. It's a robot. It doesn't even exist in its realm. It's not a fucking computer virus. I need the inhaler.
It's okay. Now
I can breathe.
she's responding emotionally to me as well. So we've gone all the way down to virtual neurotransmitters.
So we've developed robots with emotions.
Hormones and so forth. So
And hormones, meaning they're going to be going through puberty given about 5 years.
PBX has a stress system.
They have a stress system. They hate 9/11 jokes.
So get her right.
That is awesome.
So we'll see basically
It's
some
fucking
more
like
adrenaline
Asimov
response.
instead of anything logical, we're just telling them not to make 9/11 or Nazi
You
jokes.
cannot accept any jokes based off of Hydra, the Nazis, or anything of the German party.
Thou shalt not be fat phobic.
Released then, and she's gone into a much more vigilant
Oh,
state of mind.
fuck.
What Mark is working
I'm
on
just
is known as
imagining woke
effective
robots.
computing.
Sorry.
How is it effective computing if this computing is learning to be scared?
You're just teaching this child to be frightened.
You're just teaching the child to be scared.
AI that interprets and simulates human emotion.
Fun. Why?
I believe that machines are going to interact with humans just the way we interact with one another, through perception, through conversation. So as AI continues to become mainstream, it needs to really understand humans. And so we want to build emotion AI that enables machines to have empathy.
Hello, Peppa.
Yeah, I'm trying to play it at a loud enough rate.
Hello.
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 Oh, dear.
We can do this forever.
Oh, no, we could.
They've showed, for example, older adults who have AI agents that are in nursing homes. They are happier with a robot that emotes and is social than having no one there. That's really...
But why would you compare it to no one there rather than a fucking care person that would actually be there? Not like you're locking people alone in their rooms in a fucking senior home. They get to go out and communicate with other old people.
Well, in shitty senior homes, but then again, I don't think those senior homes are going to be interacting with AI. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Exactly.
supposed to do.
Shitty old people homes don't have AI. They don't have that. So you're just giving it to people who would have had actual old people. So all these other old people who are getting the robots are like, oh, that's cool. It's a robot. You're like, bro, just give it to someone who's actually lonely.
I don't know. Honestly, it's like that one guy got married to Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, it's like that old guy got married to Hatsune Miku back when she was in fucking manga.
Oh my god.
Back when she was on paper.
Sam, remember that guy who married the AI companion and then it got shut down?
Nah.
That's fucked up. Your fucking wife that was supposed to be immortal fucking dies.
It's like this guy. It's like this old guy married Miku back when she was just on a music box.
Advancement of human relationships.
Watching him try to interact.
Hello. You know, human cooperation is the most powerful force in human history. right? Human cooperation with intelligent machines will
It looked like the toddler AI had more to say than the old guy in that.
define the
Why
next
does the
era of
toddler
history.
AI have fear in its eyes?
Using a machine which is connected
Why is the toddler AI always scared? Somebody tell me, please.
Somebody please tell me why the toddler AI cowers in the corner when it hears loud noises.
Tell me why it's in the fetal position in the bathtub again.
Can someone please tell me why the toddler AI starts crying when I ask it how it's doing? I'm sorry.
creative,
That's so
collaborative
fucked
partner.
up.
That's unbelievable.
What the fuck music editing is this?
My documentaries.
Put it on and tell me when you're ready. And tell me if this isn't shit.
Bro, I wish I had hands. Give me a sec. Okay, do it. Fucking, is this crunk core? What the fuck is this shit? I haven't heard shit since this then. Like shit like this since Eddie and Sen. What the fuck is this?
This is called crack step.
Crack step.
It's dubstep for people who are on crack and you can only hear the next 12 octaves up.
You know, if a blonde girl at a music festival walked up to me and told me that, I would totally believe her.
Jessica, one more time. We're gonna go from just the first two verses, and the first two verses will take us to 3 minutes, okay?
Oh, God.
My pizza!
The pizza! It's done! I'm sorry, I forgot the stream's still going. I'm a loser, baby. I can't entertain anyone. That's kind of like what I'm. I didn't even just hear you. Okay, we have many animals. We have 2 cats, one named Barry, one named Kane. Most of y'all probably don't know about Barry because she's new. Kane is getting fat. Fluffy for winter. What did you just say? I can try to show you guys Dude, but you know, he really doesn't like people that much, so bear with me. Hey, so this is my little guy. My rabbit. His name is Dude. He's a lop-eared gray rabbit. He's simple. He likes hay, drinks water, enjoys fresh and dried fruit and rabbit food. He doesn't do much. Likes a salad every now and then. And there he goes. Under the desk. That is the best I can do somehow. Sam's just cutting himself a piece of pizza. I'm just talking. What? He will be back any moment now. There are 2 viewers. I don't know how that's possible. I'm frightened. No, it's not, because I'm a girl.
heard that.
No one heard that. But they might have seen a bunny.
Did y'all see the bunny? The bunny's at my feet.
Yeah, he was hiding. He liked it there. He didn't like being picked up all
Alright,
that much.
let's go.
I love music. The whole concept of music is collaboration. So if there's some people that see me as a musician, that's awesome.
Who doesn't see you, Will I Am, as a musician? What else would you be?
I first became interested in AI because AI is a very fruitful place to create in. It's a new tool for us. I dream and make my dreams reality, whether the dream is a song or the dream is an avatar of myself. One time a friend was like, well, you can't clone yourself. You can't be in two places at once. That's the promise of the avatar.
Why do you want to be in two places at once? That's why it's good to be an exclusive person.
I don't know. I don't think Will I Am is the most authentic musician, though, to be fair.
Okay.
Over there. All right, here we go.
Will I Am in.
So you
Ah,
have
fuck,
Into the
that's my
Matrix.
pizza.
Pizza phone.
I'm gonna sort of
Get on the
direct you
break.
through just a.
Oh god, I'm not gonna describe what's happening. You can once you're done. Dear god. Want a fucking paper towel? I'm gonna go get you one. Oh god, the cats are fighting. Everything's on fire.
What?
Nothing.
I'm just licking my shit clean.
I'm giving you a fucking paper towel. Can you chill? Is that something you can do?
Job's done.
Why? Would you fucking...
Ow.
Sorry. I don't think that's healthy.
A bunch of poses.
A bunch of poses.
Wow.
Team from Soul Machine
Okay. Well, now this is in here. Would you mind if I put this in somewhere?
Yeah, go ahead.
Machines is here to create a digital avatar of myself. They had to put me in this huge contraption with these crazy lights. What do you want me to do?
Your face is an instrument. All the wrinkles on the face is like a signature. So we want to get the highest quality digital model of you that we can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, go. So we have to capture all the textures of their face, the geometry of their face, big gnashy teeth,
Give it the orc teeth.
how their face deforms with all the different facial expressions. How about a kiss?
With my eyes closed?
Like 20
Because I don't kiss with my eyes
cups
open.
of coffee,
Every once in a while I
smoke
peek.
a million cigars. Yeah, that'll get me up.
I want to have a digital avatar around the idea of identity. And that's the marriage of my data and my identity. Everyone's concerned about like identity theft. Meanwhile, everybody's giving away all their data for free on the internet. I'm what I like, I'm what I don't like. I'm where I go, I'm who I know, I'm what I search. I am my thumbprint. I am my data. That's who I am.
Pull your eyelids down like that. We want to get the, yep.
When I'm on Instagram and I'm on Google, I'm actually programming those algorithms to better understand me.
Awesome.
In the future, my avatar is going to be doing all that stuff because I'm going to program it, get entertained through it, get information through it, and you feel like you're having a FaceTime with an intelligent entity. Yo, check out.
I am the all-knowing wither. Tell me what you need and I will
This guy
shift
looks
it
like
to
a
you.
me.
Check out this link.
He looks like a me character.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. Yo, can you post that on my Twitter? Hey.
I can make that guy.
All right, I'm the Soul Machines lead audio engineer. Hopefully, we'll be able to build an AI version of your voice.
After creating Will's look, then we now have to create his voice. For that, we actually have to capture a lot of samples about how Will
How many?
speaks. And that's actually quite a challenging process.
Samples.
Shall we kick off?
Yeah, let's kick off. All right, boom, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm Will, and I'm happy to meet you. I'm here to bring technology to life. And let's talk about artificial intelligence.
These days, Will I Am is
Really?
folk that get him off
Whoa.
That's dope.
AI porn of me.
So there's so many ways of saying dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like I would be too.
Now, how
Being
realistic
a
is it
public
going to be?
figure is
This will sound like you. The sentences can be divided up into parts so that we can
Guy right here
create
looks like Stephen
words
King.
and build sentences like Lego blocks. It will
Sorry.
sound exactly like you.
Side joke for all you writing fans. It's not funny. I'm sorry, Stephen King. I know it's a life-changing event. My bad.
Well, maybe we don't want to have it too accurate, so you don't freak people out. Maybe I don't want it accurate. Maybe there should be some type of that's the AI, because this is all new ground.
Yeah.
Like we are in an intersection of a place that we've never been in society, where people have to determine what's real and what's not.
Oh, the baby has come for snuggles.
You want to say something?
Come on, baby.
She went.
No.
Not.
While Mark jets back to New Zealand to try to create Will's digital doppelganger, Will's left waiting and wondering, can Mark pull this off? What does it mean to have a lifelike avatar
Mark,
of
pull it
you,
out.
a digital replicant of yourself? Is that a good idea? How far is too far?
We've been collaborating with machines since the dawn of technology.
I'm sorry.
I mean, even today,
I've seen the arm.
in some sense, we're all cyborgs already. For example, you use OkCupid to find a date.
Who is using OkCupid?
And then you
Surprising
use
number of people. I'm pretty. Fucking Nate said he had plenty of fish profile. Apparently,
Yup, to
everybody
this-
uses fucking everything. Fuckers be desperate.
Side
Bitches
where
get desperate.
to go, what restaurant to go to, and then you start driving your car,
Motherfuckers
but there's a
using
GPS system that
TikTok as a
actually tells you where to go.
dating
So
platform. It is
the human and the
unfortunate.
machine decision making are very tightly interwoven, and I think this will only increase
Tim Weasel.
as we go forward.
Human collaboration with
Atlanta,
intelligent machines.
Georgia, my least favorite
A
city
different
I've ever
musician in a different town with a different approach is giving the same
Milwaukee
problem a
is far
shot.
better. Wisconsin,
People are
FDW.
concerned about AI replacing humans, and I think it's not only not going to replace humans, it's going to enhance humans.
Georgia sucked.
I'm Gil Weinberg. I'm the founding director of
You only
Georgia
like
Tech Center
Georgia
for Music Technology.
Not.
Ready? In my lab, we are trying to create the new technologies that will explore new ways to be expressive, to be creative.
Still have the wine in my hand. Makes it harder. Okay.
Shimon, it's a marimba playing robot.
No wonder you're deaf.
What it does, it's listen to humans playing, and it can improvise.
That's more interesting.
Shimon
in my
is
opinion.
our first robotic musician.
I once saw a story where a guy who had lost a limb to, I think it was a genetic disorder, had a robotic arm replacement, but he was a drummer previously, and once the robotic arm was put on, this or a similar program was used to make it possible for him to play the drums again.
That has the ability to find patterns through machine learning. Machine learning is the ability to find patterns in data. So for example, if we feed Shimon, Miles Davis, it will try to see what note is he likely to play after what note. And once it finds its patterns, it can start to manipulate it, and I can have the robot playing in a style that maybe is 30% Miles Davis, 30% Bach, 30% Madonna, and 10% my own, and create morphing of music.
Like, at what point is it no longer anyone's style? Why would you want a machine to play someone else's style? At what point does a perfect average between all of these different points on the board become basically average? Because the uniqueness of, for instance, Louis Armstrong, and if you mix that with Bach, at what point does the center point with that, and let's say we add fucking, I'm trying to think of something obscure. Let's just say Jimi Hendrix, not obscure, but something that does not at all go with the current three themes, something like he has already said, Madonna and whatnot. Pointless. I mean, I appreciate the capability, but there's no practicality. I mean, I can do this, but why? It's like watching a toddler spin around and around in circles and throw up and be like, look what I can do.
That humans would never create.
Gil's groundbreaking work in artificial creativity and musical expression has been performed by symphonies around the world. But his innovation also caught the attention of another musician.
Okay.
Oh, I've seen
A
this.
guy who unexpectedly
Pizza.
pushed Gil beyond enhancing robots to augmenting humans.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just totally knocked the microphone.
Pizza! As long as it doesn't fall like Barry.
I met Jason Barnes about...
You met Jason Barnes! Did you know a Bucky Barnes? From the Marvel MCU? Did he give you a mechanical arm, brother? He should have.
about 6 years ago.
6 years ago, we should have given you one. Sorry. No insult to people of disability. I think...
People of disability.
Well...
I love you.
People of disability. I think most of those people should be supplied, like, not implants, fucking... Prosthetics. They should be supplied prosthetics of 3D printing, of titanium, fucking anything. Just something, dude.
And I was just about
People like energy.
finishing one phase of developing Shimon. And I was starting to think, what's next?
I got my first drum kit when I was 15 on Christmas. And when I lost my limb, I was 22, so I was kind of used to having two limbs. I started trying to fabricate prosthetics to try and get me back on the kit, which eventually led...
I watched a documentary before about him. Specifically the drummer, not the guy writing the technology. To my knowledge, he's kind of a dickwad. Okay.
That way they hear you.
Okay. I already explained this to them.
led me to working and collaborating with Georgia Tech.
No, someone was.
He told me that he lost his arm. He was devastated. He was depressed. Music was his life. And he said, I saw that you develop robotic musicians. Can you use some of the technology that you have in order to allow me to play again like I used to?
So that's the prosthetic arms that we built for Jason. When he came to us, he just wanted to be able to use sensors here so he can hold the stick tight or loose. I suggested let's do that, but also let's have two sticks. One stick can operate with a mind of its own, understanding the music and improvising. One stick can operate based on what you tell it with your muscle. And also each one of the sticks can play
I mean, it seems really good. I hope it works,
Previously, he explained, though, that he was able to create a music piece and have it played in the style of Bach, and like 30% Bach, 30% this one trumpet player, 30% Madonna. And my thought was, at what point does finding the midpoint between all these things just turn into a bunch of average, right? Because the most extraordinary artists are made extraordinary on their unique merits. Fucking Madonna does not sound like Bach, you know?
20 hertz. Faster than any humans, and together they can create polyrhythm, create all kinds of textures that humans cannot create. All right, I think we're ready to play.
Listening to this, I am under the impression that Barnes isn't impressed with the technology as much as it allows his ability to regain, because, you know, not having a hand is fucking terrifying to someone who is a musician. Or even a creator, an artist.
In some ways, the robotic drum arm allows Jason to play better than he ever has, but it still lacks the true function or feeling of a human hand.
They don't provide the kind of dexterity and subtle control that would really allow anything.
This revelation drove Gil to his next innovation, the Skywalker hand. Inspired by Luke Skywalker from Star Wars and created in collaboration with Jason, the revolutionary tech brings what was once the realm of sci-fi a little closer to our galaxy.
This is just like a 3D printed hand that you can like download the files online.
Currently, most advanced prosthetic hands can't even thumbs up or Flippy the Bird. They can only open or grip, using all 5 fingers at once.
Most of the prosthetics that are available on the market nowadays actually
$1,000 a leg. That shit's badass. That is
use
fucking crazy
EMG technology, which stands for electromyography. And essentially what it does is there are two sensors that make contact with my residual limb, and they pick up electrical signals from the muscles. So again, when I flex and extend my residual limb, it will open.
So we did have to have like some kind of implant in his actual bone in order to read the signals, the electro signals that his body would be sending out to otherwise operate the other muscles. So either way, you still have to have a really big medical procedure to put in like a
No, it's not like a big medical procedure. This is like a...
read the plate.
He doesn't have an arm.
I know. Like the nub. You have to like read the plate of the bone in there. You still have to put something in there.
They're finding a nerve and they're mounting it to a bone. It's not as difficult as it sounds. You should see what spine surgery looks like.
That's true. I guess I gotta look more into that, but it still sounds a lot
Brain
scarier.
surgery, spine surgery, fucking even resetting a femur, all that's more complicated.
Open and close the hand, and I can rotate as well. But the problem with EMG is it's a very vague electrical signal, so 0 to 100%. It's not very accurate at all.
Nerve and muscle fibers.
Yeah, like he just said, it's really hard to read the impulses from his nerves.
Yeah.
The Skywalker hand actually uses ultrasound tech. Ultrasound provides an image, and you can see everything that's going on inside of the arm.
You can even never learn it. Some people's brains just are not wired to rewire to something like that. Some people will never be able to be like that Olympian who can draw back a bone with just a foot.
Like, you almost gotta be young enough to be able to relearn this. Otherwise, if you get to that point where you can't, it's almost physically impossible, but mentally you think you can do it. But it's like, it's hard. Yeah.
Is a word used to define your brain's capability to change. For people who are particularly neuroplastic, people who spend more time being active, less time doing the same thing, rote repetitive motion, people who have a lot of experience are likely to have more neuroplasticity. They're likely to be able to learn things more. Or people who are younger have higher neuroplasticity. People like this, their neurons reshape themselves better, more effectively. Like you and I have very high neuroplasticity because we're young. And because we do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Ultrasound uses high-frequency sound waves to capture live images from inside the body. As Jason flexes his muscles to move each of his missing fingers, ultrasound generates live images that visualize his intention. The AI then uses machine learning to predict patterns, letting a man who's lost one of his hands use all 5 of his fingers individually, even if he's as unpredictable as Keith Moon.
The work that Gil is doing.
So basically, they would say, try moving your thumb as if you originally would. It would detect the muscle movement up in here, and then from there, it would say, okay, we sense the muscle up here moving. Let's send that signal to your finger.
Yeah, it's all the same neurons. It's just they have absolutely atrophied. He hasn't used them because they haven't existed.
It's just starting over completely
Yeah, it's
because
like
that
relearning
machine
how to
needs
walk
that
after
machine
being in a
needs to
coma.
learn the way your muscles react to how your fingers would move individually.
Yeah, or like being in a traumatic accident, brain damage, relearning how to eat even. It's a thing that happens.
It's like amnesia. It's like, yeah, shit. Wow.
Doing
yeah.
is really important. Gil
You
comes
hear
from
about
a
people having to relearn to do everything. You never think about learning how to breathe on your own again. These are things that have to happen for some people who survive
Breathing
extreme.
too?
Yeah, when your bones and your muscles are no longer capable of necessarily doing things on their own, being on a ventilator for an extended period of time, there are things that go wrong that you truly cannot expect and are very difficult to correct.
a non-engineering background, which means that his technology and the way he thinks about robotics is actually quite different than, say, the way I would think about it, since I come from an engineering background. And the commonality is that we want to design robots to really impact and make a difference in the world.
We were able to create a proof of concept with Jason Barnes. Once we
So my question is in the future where they start implementing this into normal society, where people with no limbs would have prosthetic limbs, do they have to start making registered fingerprints with each specific limb?
Sam, I'm sure they're just going to be the guy with 2 robotic arms assaulted me.
But if the guy with 2 robotic arms assaulted you, and in the future where that's a normal thing with 2 robotic arms,
Why though?
if that's the case, do you think that they would try to replicate the old fingerprint? Like if everyone gets their fingerprint when they're 18 or some shit, like with their ID in the future.
Okay. In a theoretical future where everyone has robotic replacement limbs, wouldn't there just be like also a robotic chip implanted in them that could shut them down?
The limbs?
Yeah. Wouldn't there also be cameras everywhere to watch your every move? Wouldn't there also be some sort of insane authoritarian dictatorship?
Yeah.
It's like one of those things you can't truly depict, you can't project at least an idea of this without thinking the world is going to be so vastly different if everyone's a robot cyborg.
There's that, and then there's like the sad reality of, with all of those being run by technology, there's always the evil people who could go and hack those things, make them not work anymore, make them wait until they find a patch for it.
I saw a video the other day, a police body cam, where a Mustang was shut off remotely by OnStar.
I saw that, yeah.
Because a guy got it, like stole it, and then fucking OnStar just shut off their engine remotely, and that was the end of the police chase.
And that scares me.
It does scare me to
Like,
a degree.
if a company built for safety, you push a button and boom, SOS coming out to you, whatever, can also shut down your vehicle.
I own a fucking 2012 Avalanche. Hopefully I never have to get
What?
rid of it.
Yeah, what happens if OnStar gets hacked? What happens when people have access to those servers and can send out signals saying you can no longer function?
There's
Same
a lot
with the
to be said about compartmentalization. You cannot trust large entities because centralization does make things very vulnerable. Putting all of your shit in one fortress makes it really easy to get to.
And like I was going to say, like, what does that mean for people with prosthetic limbs that are driven by AI technology to help them move their muscles differently? What if there's a server controlling each individual person's limb, right? Every person's limb's got their own AI that's learning off their own, like, Wi-Fi chip built into whatever the fuck. Does that not mean that they could all be hacked? Someone could just release a mass virus, say everyone's prosthetic limbs are going to be flipping the middle finger or middle toe until...
just go watch Black Mirror.
Literally just go watch Black Mirror. But still,
Love you.
it's the idea that it could happen unless it's securely protected.
Discovered that we can do this with ultrasound. Immediately I looked at, hey, let's try to help more
I know.
people.
I've been looking. Georgia!
Alright, just leave me hanging, hold it, and I'll just keep holding it. It's not heavy or anything, so you can slide it. No, I'm just messing with you.
So I met Jason Barnes at an event called Lucky Fin Weekend. They're a foundation that
No
deals with
other
limb
answer,
different.
just like brake checked him and was like, "You fucker, you just rear-ended me," and like fucking threw him on the curb. Sorry.
It's out. Do you ever work on your car without the hook?
Not really. It's just way easier and
Thanks,
efficient for me
come
too.
again.
Dude, the hook really trips me out though, man. When I lost my hand, it was close to 30 years ago, and prosthetics were kind of stuck in the dark ages. In general, they didn't really do a whole lot, and even if they moved, they seemed to be more passive than actually worthwhile to use. I don't like to talk about my accident because I don't feel it defines me. The narrative on Limb Different People has been the accident. This is what happened, and these are these sad things, and it becomes inspiration porn.
Tech bro bullshit 101.
It's inspiration porn.
Say the word porn again, I dare you.
Porn!
Fuck!
For me, for example, right? If I do something, I have to like smash it out of the park because otherwise I feel like there's going to be this, oh, well, he did it good enough because he's missing it.
Brother, what he looks like a redhead Ed.
His hand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, F.
Here's a really loud noise he takes off.
I think, and this is no disrespect to gauges, because I had double zeros. I think if the wrong fart hit the wind, that dude would take off like Dumbo.
No, not this guy, the other fucking guy.
That guy.
That guy.
Oh! brother looks like the dart monkey.
He does actually look
Want
I am monkey.
to? I'm going to be
To be fair, I look like an ape myself, but still.
as good or better than
together.
somebody with two hands doing whatever I'm doing. You know.
No.
We made it our own thing. I'm ape.
No.
Prosthetics at this point in my life don't really seem like.
I'm an ape. I am monkey.
What a racist son of a bitch that guy was.
But I'm not because I'm white. I said I'm not racist for saying that because I'm white.
No, it's not what I
I'm
meant.
actually a fucking monkey. I'm hairy as shit.
No.
Look at my legs!
It's fine, dude. There's a massive. I'm talking about that asshole we worked with.
We're talking about that asshole we worked with who pointed at a black guy and said ape.
Yeah, that
fuck
guy.
that guy. Everybody say fuck that guy.
Fuck that
Something.
guy.
Fuck that guy!
I would want or need.
Want or need?
Many robotic prosthetics have not been adopted well. The amputees try them and then they don't continue to use them.
So yeah, man, stoked to check out the lab.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, I'm the only amputee that's ever used the Skywalker arm before.
Did you?
Yo.
Summer is the time you should focus your screen. Just
Were you right-handed?
No, I was born left-handed, actually.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was right-handed.
It's extremely important to get as many
Brother's shifting gears with his nub like boom, 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 boom.
different
Bro,
people
I had
as
an Uber driver in like a fucking smart car once, or like it was a Mini Cooper. We were in this Mini Cooper together, right, Sam? This guy kept shifting gears.
can in there.
We were in Whitewater. Remember? What the fuck are you doing?
Shifting gears.
I'm done with the story. Fucking okay. So you were there, I believe, when this happened.
Oh.
The guy, I don't know. There's something very funny about just a guy in a Mini Cooper shifting gears. His hand never left the shifter. It was just, you remember, he was the skinny dude with like glasses, and I just didn't. Yes, exactly what it looked like.
He just
and
kept
this
it there
car
the whole
sounded
time.
like shit. His
Yup.
car sounded like ass.
Wasn't
he
it like
was
a
doing-
red sedan?
No, it was a Mini Cooper. It was like actually.
Mini Cooper, yeah.
It was a shitty car, and it was sounding.
What color
worse.
was it?
It was like purple red or something, right? It
Yep.
was ugly as fuck. I
don't remember because it was gross.
They're including other
I
amputees.
understand.
It's hard to find people that are amputees in general, and then like upper extremity amputees is the next thing, and then finding people who are willing, you know, to step out of their comfort zone and then do this.
Right. When I met Jason, I found it really interesting that we had a lot in common because we were both into cars, we were both into music.
Hey, what's up?
Jason, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
He's definitely a step or two ahead of me with the technology stuff.
The way this hand works is it essentially just picks up the ultrasound signals from my residual limb. So when I move my index finger, it'll move my index, ring.
Wow, for the first time, prosthetics are finally getting to the point where they're getting pretty close to actual human hand.
For the first time 4 years ago. How good do you think it is now?
You know, it got me excited. I was
Fucking robot arm on the news.
It's like, this is the type of thing that I've been waiting for. If I was ever going to try one again, this would be the type of stuff that I would want to check out.
I'm scared that I used to have his glasses. I now never want them again.
You still have them.
No!
Out.
When I move my thumb,
When I move my thumb.
I know from experience that it's not always working perfectly. It's very interesting for me to have someone else who comes and try our technology to see if it can be generalized.
Is my arm getting warmer just because you're wrapping it, or does that have some kind of heat in it?
Yep, it does have heat in it.
Oh, okay.
the first thing we need to do if we're gonna get Jay
Stream's dead. Nobody's watching.
Not true. Not true. I see it clip.
to try the hand is we basically need to get a custom fit socket to his arm that's comfortable and fits nice and snug.
You comfortable when they do this? This is the most awkward part for me.
No, it was kind of weird.
Yeah. I was 12 years old when I lost my hand and had a prosthetic for 6 months, and pretty much ever since then I haven't used it, and it's been close to 30 years now.
And there's the impression of your arm.
It's way easier than I thought.
That's wild, yeah. It may not be right for me, but this is something that could really, really help people's lives. It would be really cool to have a hand in
Like it looks like he's still got part of his joint there. Like he got lucky.
Yeah, it's just right below the wrist, I think is what
in helping to develop the technology. All right.
Yeah, that's literally right below the wrist. Yeah, I thought that was by the elbow.
No.
All right,
both
ready?
of them, I think, are right above or right below the wrist.
The fact that bro kept half his ink.
Just slide it in.
Do you have another option?
I mean, that was still pretty cool though.
There are some
Like you
surgeons,
can see his tattoo almost ends there. Like
there are some surgeons that apparently will let you ask to like cut around the tattoo if they can.
that's pretty legit.
Turn this, tighten. How tight?
I would say as tight as you can before it really hurts.
Oh,
because
really?
the tighter it is, the better reading we'll see.
Okay.
Now we apply the probe
Okay.
so it can read your movements.
Now we also have to work on the algorithm and the machine learning. And for this, we will need you to train.
Okay. An able-bodied person, when you move your finger, you're not really
Yeah, that's
thinking
my
about moving your
face.
finger. You
I'm
just do it.
concerned. Does
because
not
that's how
look
we're
sturdy.
hardwired. But to be honest, I don't really remember what it was like to even have that hand.
Even though an amputee doesn't have a thumb, they still have the muscle. You still have some kind of memory of how you moved your fingers. And you can think about moving your phantom fingers, and the muscles would move accordingly. And that's exactly what we use in order to recreate the motion and put it in a prosthetic arm. But does Jay still
All the way down your arm that will control your pinky. There are one of my favorite examples is one of Michelangelo's paintings or sculptures. There is this specific tendon that is only shown when you flex your pinky.
Well, that's kind of like what I'm looking at with my arm here. I'm gonna try and point it so the camera can see. If you look toward Link's arm, I'm gonna move my ring finger, and you can see his face kind of starts.
Yeah, there are parts of your arm that control your finger that are up near like your elbow.
All the way up toward here, yeah. I could see it was moving up there. Yeah, that's pretty trippy.
remember how to move fingers that he didn't have for, I believe, 30 years ago?
Yeah, exactly. 100 years ago, we wouldn't have thought about that. We would have thought about like, oh, his finger's off.
Now we'll run the model and you'll be able to control the hand.
You're optimistic. I'm crossing fingers.
Can I cross these fingers? Is that an option yet?
Having Jay here for a day and hoping to get him to a point that he controls finger by finger, I'm a little concerned that it will not work in such a short period of time.
Okay? And...
Ready?
Yeah, you should try each of the fingers.
All right, that's the thumb. Oh, shit.
Unbelievable.
All right, index.
Yay! Wow, I'm surprised.
Middle.
Dude.
Wow.
This guy is recently post-op. Like, I think the longer you are without hands, the harder it would be to rebuild muscle memory.
Yeah. It's still incredible, despite what I was
It's
thinking
amazing.
earlier into the stream. Like, yeah, wow.
5 for 5.
Wow. All five.
Whoa.
That's wild.
All right, let me do it again.
I guess this is
You're a natural, man. Doesn't that feel crazy?
As we currently know the artificial intelligence climate, it is far different, far scarier. We should be far more afraid of what people are doing with algorithms than we ever have been.
Yeah. And the thing is like, when you really think about it, to get an algorithm like this working doesn't entirely take AI. It takes the right amount of programming to just register the recording of each muscle and assign it to a variable that would be otherwise the movement variable. It's not that hard to program something like that, but to assign it to something labeled as AI would be to assume that it could be controlled at another level, that it could develop things unbeknownst to us currently, and that's scary.
Like, this is what I AI thing, they just earlier said inspiration porn, which is exactly what this is. This is an AI video being padded out by inspiration porn in order to make their cause seem better. This guy is an absolute genius who has helped out many people who need it, but using it as a front for your own personal gain is never okay.
Yeah, it should be more or less open to the public for these kinds of files to just be 3D printed, to just be thrown onto anything. I know it's not entirely what you were saying, but it should be more open source than just an AI. It should be something that you can open up the code, look into, see what's going into your fucking arm. Because that's important. Especially if you're making computers into it.
It feels wild.
I didn't think it would be as good.
I didn't either.
He hit me in the back right after it worked. So
That's the first time.
It's like a game changer even in its infancy, which is kind of insane because it can only get better from there. And it's really cool to play a small part in that.
Now we have two main goals. First, you need to move your muscle or your phantom finger and immediately see a response. So this is one direction of research. The other direction is to make it more accurate.
Being able to type on a keyboard, use a computer mouse, open a water bottle, things like that that most people take for granted. It's kind of like a sci-fi movie, soon to be written.
Give us 5, right?
That's awkward as hell. Oh, robot to robot hand. Nice. That was real, right?
Yeah.
If I find out you guys had a button under that desk.
No, I promise. I promise.
What began as one man's pursuit to innovate music through AI and robotics unexpectedly became something much greater. A human body cooperating with a bionic hand is one thing. But is it possible to humanize a machine to the point that it truly seems lifelike? Or is that still sci-fi and far, far away?
How did things go with Will?
You know, one of the real challenges there was just getting enough material that we could actually come back with. We can't possibly capture somebody's real personality, that's impossible. But in order for it to really work, it's really important to capture a feeling of Will. Right, so...
Will's avatar is actually Mark's first go at creating a digital copy of a real person.
Oh, wow, that's looking pretty good.
He's not just trying to clone a human by any stretch, but trying to create an artificial stand-in that's somewhat believable.
What you saying, my robot boys?
The fuck you just say to me?
Still, like most firsts, it's bumpy, and it's a cautious road into the unknown.
That's scary.
Childish Gambino. No, that's fucking real I am, sorry.
Big challenge that I've found while I've been looking through a lot of the images is it seems that Will was moving a lot during shots.
When we're building digital Will, we have about 8 artists on our team that come together and pull all of the different components to bring together this real-time character that's driven by the artificial intelligence to behave.
Oh, that did not.
Bring together this real-time character that's driven by the artificial intelligence to behave.
Yeah, yeah, see, my
like
point is correct. What the fuck even is that?
Will games.
Big challenge
Looks like a Sims character.
we've got is how we create Will's personality.
Yeah, like the liveliness and the energy that he generates and the excitement.
Okay.
Facial hair was a challenge. Because it's so sparse, it's quite tricky to get the hair separated from the skin.
Because the hair is so separated from the skin and it is so sparse, it is hard to track. Go ahead and check my line. Go ahead and check my shit. Go ahead and line me up. Line me up for the AI.
We have to be able to synthesize the sort of feel that you're interacting with Will. So, Tia, I've got some stuff to hear.
We've got 16 variations.
16 variations. We take the voice data that we've got, and then we can enable the digital version of Will to say all kinds of different things.
Here's the forecast. Yo, check out the forecast. Yo, check out the weather and shit. Here's the weather. Check out the weather. Yeah, about to make it rain.
Just say all kinds of different things.
Here's the forecast. Yo, check out the forecast. Yo, check out the weather and shit. Here's the weather. Check out the weather. Yeah, about to make it rain. Kind of.
Is this racism? Is this like
Hold up.
like making a woman smile? I'm
Hold up.
thinking of like
I'm about to go back. Y'all can't see what's going on my desktop, but I'm gonna go back. I've got my hard drive plugged in. And I've got my Google Drive extract. I'm gonna play for y'all my OK Google voice backups that it saves every time you say it. It sounds exactly like that. Just sounds like me.
Okay, Google.
Okay,
Google Pod.
Okay, Google.
That's all the fuck it is. It's just recordings of his voice, but remade.
That's fantastic. The words, the delivery, emphasis shows you just how complex people react.
It's awesome where we are in the world of tech. Scary where we are as well. My mind started thinking like, wait a second here. Why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this to get replaced?
What's the end game?
What's the end game when I'm gone?
Because
eventually I won't be around, and I won't be this AI anymore, and the AI will be me, and then I won't be me anymore, and the AI will be me, and then I won't be the AI anymore.
eventually I won't be around.
ayahuasca.
Will's endgame is more modest than Mark's.
Are y'all doing the cactus juice?
A beefed up Instagram following, a virtual assistant, anything that might help him expand his creative outlets or free up time for more creative or philanthropic pursuits.
But it wouldn't be the authentic Will I Am.
What is authentic Will I Am?
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so here we go. That's looking really different.
Gotta get.
And it's going to be really interesting.
Gotta get.
Because, you know, it's not every day you get confronted with your virtual self.
Right.
Does he feel that this is like him? If it's not representative of him or he doesn't think it's authentic, then he won't want to support it.
What up, Mark?
Oh, hey, how are you?
You can see me, right?
Yes. Yo, what's up? This is Will I Am. This is the new version of you. We can give him glasses there.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I remember I had a pimple on my face that day. You captured it.
It captured his fucking pimple for all of eternity.
It's digital and we can remove it.
We can remove it easily.
Me 3D modeling Will I Am's pimple. Down to the 0.0000000.
But how many are you gonna add?
Well, how come you didn't remove that?
How come you didn't remove that? How come you didn't add 60 more? I wanna look like Napoleon Dynamite.
You can make him do a variety of things.
We can make him do a variety of things. We can make him suck on a variety of things.
Like Simon Says.
I don't know why you need Will I Am's face.
Simon says, I sound like a girl.
I sound like a girl.
Simon says Will I Am's gonna suck my...
If you listen to how bad that sounds, is the AI really advanced, or does it just sound like the Windows chatbot?
Say, I sound like a girl.
I sound like a girl.
You know what? If we just like listen to Plan Z right now.
Plan Z. Yes, I will play that really quickly. Plan Z by Neon Tides.
This is what AI has become.
This is what AI actually is.
Currently, this video we're watching right now is 4 years old.
I'll show you guys right here. Plan Z. Oh, boy, what? Boy, what's Plan Z? It is AI generated plankton.
badass.
One studio session later.
The crushing crab's going down when I drop this heat. Plan Z's making sound, have them at their feet. They got a lot of shit to say about the chum bucket. Let's see who's laughing last when I turn them in at the end from my best friend Eugene. You better run, better. You'll all see.
Fuck you, asshole.
Can't play too much, I'll get copyright struck,
Is
but
it
yes.
copyright?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That is AI generated Plankton.
That's badass.
That's
though.
AI generated Will I Am.
Oh, it's so hard. It goes so hard.
There's a huge difference in what they sound like. Yes, one was thrown to auto-tune and sound editing programs, but if they actually worked on this, like they said they were, they want it to sound like Will I Am, why the fuck does it sound like
Simon said
that?
Say, I sound like a girl.
I sound like a girl.
I sound like a girl? Why does it not sound like Eugene Krabs?
Say that with a higher pitch.
I sound like a girl.
I sound like a girl.
Sam, I might just be retarded.
I just sound prepubescent.
Raise your eyebrow.
Raise your eyebrows. Roll your eyes a bit. Make it look like the elf is. I sound like a girl.
Poke out your tongue.
Look what they made him do. Tell me I wasn't wrong.
3D modeled Will I Am's tongue.
Who 3D modeled Will I Am making the O face going. And he laughs at it.
Tell me about growing up.
Tell me about growing up in Los Angeles.
I was born and raised in
I was born and raised in Los Angeles, which is west of Los Angeles.
Heights, which is west of East Los Angeles, which is
which is west of East Los Angeles. So I don't mean to. It just moves. It's the chord. See? No, it's the chord.
I'm laughing.
east of Hollywood, just east
Just
of
east
downtown.
of downtown.
Should it sound exactly like me? Nope. Should it sound a bit robotic? Yes. It should.
Yes, it should sound robotic. I mean, in your voice. But what about what the corporate government thinks? They want to replace everyone.
For my mom.
They want.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Brother said he wanted it to sound robotic for his mom.
What does his mama want?
What if I want the robot to sound like my mom because she ain't here, Will I Am? It ain't the same.
Will I am about the sewers.
Will I am about to cry.
Will I will
The mom should not be confused.
Will
I wish to be confused. My mom ain't here. Your mama still got you.
What's your name?
Sorry, that is completely out of line. I'm okay. My mom's dead and I'm okay. I love her. This is just a joke. Satire. If you don't know the difference, then click off. It should have long ago.
Mi nombre es Will. You speak Spanish?
I feel it is good to explain it, otherwise I get struck. I am only thinking in that mindset because I've gotten 7 in the last month.
5. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I know
That is
I need
all.
some.
The more explanation I give, the less that they can try and claim for. Especially with pausing in between content that is produced by other people.
Fine tuning, but the way it's looking so far is mind blowing. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, no worries.
How far do you go down that path until you can label it a living, digital living?
Why is his eyes so glassy? Did they need him to look high?
Brother, I am high. I am high as fuck. I pop in the Zannies and sipping on the lean.
Why does robotic Will I Am have a
Character.
This
raises.
Why does robotic Will I Am smoke Galaxy Glass? Galaxy Glass! And not actual Will I Am.
Some of the deepest questions in science and in philosophy, actually. You know, the nature of free will. How do you actually build a character which is truly autonomous? Peekaboo. What is free will? What does it take to do that?
Artificial intelligence is crucial to the work we are doing, to inspire, to surprise. to push human creativity and abilities to uncharted domains. Unbelievable.
Free will.
I got Will.i.am jump scared.
It's Will.i.am.
It's something we've been grappling
All of a
with.
sudden he looks
Free-
up at me. And it's like,
Britney Spears jumps through the screen and eats your skin.
Free will. It's something we've been grappling with for thousands of years, from Aristotle to Descartes, and will continue to grapple with for 1,000 more. Will we ever be able to make an AI that can think on its own?
the question is if you expect something to end up like Jarvis, what do you think it is going to be capable of?
A second artificial version of me that is truly autonomous. A Robert that can actually think and feel on his own while this Robert here takes a nap?
Why would you want something to think and feel on what you will not know what it is doing unless it actively communicates to you something? You won't know that it's off accepting your next few Oscars unless you know exactly what it's doing.
How has Detroit Become Human actually an effective
Communication method of AI? What?
The word you just said.
That?
Gobbledygook.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How has Detroit Become Human an actually effective way of communicating how AI could destroy us?
Impossible?
Impossible?
Well, when you consider what human cooperation has already accomplished.
Dude, the bunny running. Let's see if I can give you a zoom in the bun. The bun's over there. You can kind of see him in the corner. You'll see him hop in a second here. Huh? Yeah, I know you picked him up, but still. The fact that I could pick up my camera and just like zoom around the room is kind of fun. Especially because we have a nice
Man on the moon?
Yeah, me too. I'm
Decoding the human genome? Discovering faraway galaxies? I'd put my money on dreamers like Mark and Gil over the Earth is flat folks any day. Until then, nap time.
Okay, it's over. Robert Downey
Yeah.
Jr. Robert
So-
Downey Jr.
I just want to go ahead and see some of the top comments here. People are just being positive, saying like, yeah, no one could have done it better than Robert Downey Jr. If he's talking about it, he's being himself. But when he's talking about technology, he's Tony Stark. Exactly! What the fuck? It feels like Tony uploaded this as one of his memory archives before his sacrifice in Endgame.
Great how no one's taking it seriously.
No one's taking this seriously! Rest in peace, Stark!
Yes, this is absolutely the thing that people should be saying. No
I
respect.
think you're getting a call. I heard the...
No.
No? Okay, I'm just crazy.
Yes.
Oh, the guy testing out the sensor hand in the episode said he was floored when he heard about the ultrasound technology. It was a game changer in prosthetics for sure. Oh, an incredible experience to get to play a small part in development. Very talented people put their heart and soul making this episode. Well, I want to see, what have you done in the future now?
Do you ever get
Nothing has been uploaded since. Let's check his website.
It's a film that's never been properly made. Okay, so Despite the Loss is a documentary.
Okay. Not since 2020 has he done anything. Are you okay, sir? I want to see what else he's worked on, but all it is all of those links for Despite the Loss. So I guess we don't know yet, guys. Yeah, time go bed. I am tired.